So, welcome to another Clojure Diary video. In this video, what I'm going to say is I'm going to say how to use the power of Java in Clojure, right? So, look, one of the advantage of Clojure is it's a hosted language. So, if it's hosted on Java or .NET framework or what to say JavaScript or Dart, you can take advantage of the language that's lying underneath. So mostly Clojure is usually it's hosted on top of Java. But there are also some other variants. Like there is also another variant called Jank, which is hosted on top of C++. So that's the thing. So yeah, but in this video, we'll see like how to harness the power of Java and Clojure, right? So, I just got this idea from an interview. So I was asked, like, okay, to use Java local date. My thing was like, I just wanted to use, okay, in CLJ, I think there's a thing called CLJ time or something like that. So I wanted to use that, but the interviewer wanted me to use this thing. So I just used it and all those stuff. So you've got this namespace, power of Java and Clojure. So, and I'm importing, not requiring. So java.time and local date, right? So hopefully, yeah, that ran well, right? So how to get a new class? Okay, so in local date time, so you have an instance method now. So now it's a bit complicated for a Clojure developer. Look, if you're a pure Clojure developer and if you want to use the power of Java, you need to know what is a class method and instance method. So, okay, like this video is too short to cover that, but you need to know that. Okay, so the class methods are nothing but you just have this dot and the class name, and then you just have the method, right? So that's the thing. So here now you're just calling this now on this local date. Okay, so you can just call it on this class directly. So it just gives you the date today, right? So that's the thing, right? And yeah, and similarly, even this off is a class method because you're keeping this dot and then off local date. You're specifying the class and then off. Okay, so and then I can just specify dates like this one. Okay, so it's 2025 August 5th and this is August 10th, right? So that's how it is. So I'm just putting this in variables, nothing else. So start date and end date. And I just thought, okay, like maybe Clojure will be intelligent enough to fill this up. Okay, so start date, end date, incrementing by 1 day, but it didn't happen, right? So that's the thing, right? So instead of that, okay, now this is the instance method. Okay, so this dot local date now is gives you an instant, okay, right? And this plus dates is a method that will act on the instance, okay. And look, this is the documentation of okay, so this one, okay, like I don't have internet, so I'm not clicking all these stuff. Okay, instance method, static methods. The static methods are class methods, and these instance methods are in this tab, and this is all methods. Okay, so that's how you can just find out, right? So right, so yeah. So, but yeah, like it is a bit confusing if you're coming from Clojure angle because Clojure is far more easier programming language than Java and more powerful, and it's less error prone. So that's the thing, right? So yeah, this plus days, okay, like this instance method, and you're just adding 1 day. So today is 10th, and yeah, you're getting 11th. Not a problem. Okay, so I'm just defining a method called increment day, and I'm just giving date time and all those stuff. Okay, so that's the thing, and this is the thing. And I just thought, okay, like in range, if you can just give something like this, it might work, but it didn't work, right? So, right. So, okay. So now I'm just putting this thing called sequence of days. Okay. So what I didn't know, even though I'm just practicing Clojure for 3 years, okay, but of course on an amateur level, right? So I never knew this iterate gave out a lazy function. So I just didn't know until I had the interview. So please, if somebody just wants to interview me, look, I don't want, look, no, don't even think about giving job. Just interview me. Like, I would like to learn from you. I really love Clojure, and I just like to learn from you. Okay, so the sequence of these, okay, gives, okay, some, okay, like this lazy sequence. So now I can just put like, okay, like take 7, and then this sequence of days, SEQU. Why it's not coming? Okay, like, okay, let me just copy it from here. Yeah, let me just put it over here. So it's like it'll be there in your there when you see the notes. Okay, so take 7, and then the sequence of days. Why? Okay, I need to call it as a function, right? Okay. Okay. So yeah, so that's how it is. So 7 days as a sequence, right? So and then okay, I just put like next n days. Okay, so uh, and if you just give next n days just like that, next okay, let me just put it over here and execute. Okay, so next n days just like that. You'll just get like 7 days, I think. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and where is 7? I think this is the seventh one. Yeah, this is the seventh one, right? So there are 7 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you just call it without arguments, it just goes over here. So this form over here, right? And yeah, over here it calls next n days 7. So it goes over here. So next n days of n, right? And then take n and sequence of days, right? And of course, yeah, you can just call something like, okay, like next n days of 5 or something like that, right? Next n days and then 5, right? So that's how it just works. So this video is like showing the power of how you can harness the power of Java. So the only thing you need to know is like, yeah, you need to know, okay, what are all the Java classes, okay, right? So maybe you're doing some PDF operations or something like that. Java's got excellent libraries for PDF and other stuff. Maybe Clojure might not have it. Or if you want to write a Clojure wrapper, okay, so and you can do that, okay, so that'll also be a very good Clojure learning project. So I'd also like to know from people like if there are some wrappers which I could write and just contribute to Clojure or something like that, so that I can learn Clojure more, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so this is how you just use. Okay, this is how you use instance method, and this is how you use the class method, right? Sorry, this is how you use the class method or static method. Sorry, and that is like now and off. Okay, and this is how you use the instance method. Like plus ds is the instance method, right? So that's how it is. So I hope you find this video useful. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until we meet in next video. Bye.